Hi, my friend. On this Create Your Own Digital Product, Lead with Your Digital Product, you're a mentor, you're a coach, you're a pastor, you're a speaker, you're a teacher, professor, cake decorator, line dance instructor. It's so many different industries and arenas that this can be for, but you want to create your own digital product. So I'm talking to you in this series about how you can turn your knowledge into your very own digital product. So I've been taking some classes the last year and going into my second year, and it's research that I've been doing, and I've learned some new terms called lived experiences, which really makes this more powerful, and I'm very excited about it. And it's not like it's some type of expensive product or anything like that, but I'm excited because it takes you on a journey. You get to answer within this workbook that you get. You're answering your passions, your skills. You go through a knowledge inventory, and then it moves you through the problems that you're solving and who you want to serve. And by the time that you get to the end of the workbook, you have your product idea organized and you're ready to create your digital product, ebook, workbook. It could be a digital video series. It's really whatever you want to put into this. And so in this video, I'm simply telling you, you're the expert. You could be 5 years old, but you're probably not. But a 5-year-old can teach you about preschool. You can ask them, how was preschool? How is the lunch? How are your friends? What's the name of your shit? They can teach you something. And so I want to start with, you're the expert. And what makes this so profound is you don't get blocked because you can just rattle off the things that you have been through. So first, when you're going through this workbook, your answers are the evidence of what you know. Your answers, not AI's answers. We do get a little bit of assistance from AI, but AI can't answer your lived experience. You have to put that information in. So your answers are the evidence of what you know, your lived experience from the time you were born up to now, everything that you've been through, your profession, your business, all of that. Next, your lived experience gives you a unique perspective. And this is, I mean, we know this. However, one person can go through a divorce, next person can go through a divorce, and they both have different experiences and different perspectives. You could be at work and you're both accountants. There's going to be a different experience because what's happening, you're bringing all of your previous lived experience into your present moment with what you're going through, whether it's good, bad, ugly, indifferent. You're bringing that. So, because you are a unique person, you have your very own unique perspective on things. Another one, this workbook, it helps you to reveal that you identify what you can help someone with or teach someone. That's what this workbook, because it takes you all the way down through your skills, and I don't want to be repetitive, but it helps you identify, what can I help someone with? What can I solve? How can I be a solution provider? How can I help someone move over into this area? How can I inform someone about certain things? What can I teach? So that's what this workbook and these series of in-depth questions and exploratory questions is going to help you do. Okay. And then the last thing that I'll point out is your workbook answers are the beginning of your product. I'll say that again. Your workbook answers are the beginning of your product. Because I mentioned this in the other video, when, like in my profession, I do so many different things. I'm advising, I'm counseling, I'm having hard conversations, I'm doing conflict resolution, I'm programming, setting up calendar events. I'm scheduling and planning road trips and campus visit tours. I'm helping students enroll in college, helping students pick their high school schedule. There's a litany of things that I'm doing. I'm managing the budget, hiring, right? Managing the expenses, uploading my receipts, talking to accounts payable, talking to accounts receivable. There's a lot of things going on. right? And so what happens is when you get to this point where you need to pivot, or you're taking yourself more serious, because this workbook also, I'll talk about this in depth in another video, but it actually, because when you're doing something and a lot of different things that I mentioned, it may lead you to believe I don't really have anything to offer. That's continue to be completely honest with you. I'm thinking what I put together is no big deal, but it's helping people, right? It's helping them solve and get down to the nitty gritty, so to speak, on what it is that what type of digital product do they want to create. Okay, so the workbook answers are the beginning of your product, so it's going to help you see you. Ooh, that was powerful. It's going to help you see you. You're going to see that I really am doing something. I really do have something to offer. And particularly if you've been working in a profession 15, 20, 30, 40 years, you have something to offer someone in the workplace. There is personalities in the workplace. There's office type of, what do you call it? I can't think of the word that I'm looking for, but there are a lot of unspoken rules in the workplace. And so workplace culture. You know about workplace culture, how to maneuver through it, how to navigate. There's a lot that you can do. How you approach your particular profession. Maybe you're in a profession, not maybe, you're in a profession. There are new people come to that profession. You can add so much culture, so much wisdom to that to make them even better as they start. Maybe they don't make as many mistakes as you did. Maybe their learning curve is not 3 years. Maybe you can reduce it down to one. So the workbook answers are the beginning of your product, because I look at this as a jump start. So you're jump starting product ideas, and you're delving through what's that first product that I'm going to present to the marketplace? What's that first product that I want to point people to go and buy? What's that first product that I want to give free so that I can build an email list? It's really whatever it is that you want to do, but it's the beginning stages of your product. And so when you finish with the workbook and you put the prompt that I provide to you and then all of your answers from all the chapters in ChatGPT, you're going to have a product. You're going to have a product, and you're going to move that product over to Google Docs. That's what I use, because mine is an ebook / workbook, right? So either you're going to use Google Docs, you may use Canva or something where you're going to have a video series. Maybe you'll use Teachable or School. There's a lot of different things that you can do. And don't worry if you don't know what these terms are. The main thing for this workbook is that you get your product idea front and center in your mind so that you can hit the ground running with your very first or another digital product. Maybe you didn't go through this process that I'm providing. And so I pray and hope that this is going to be a very instrumental, powerful, phenomenal way for you to get your product out there. Okay. So just remember, you are the expert. You've been mentoring, you've been coaching, you've been teaching, you've been advising, you've been counseling. You've had to figure out so many different things, even over in the parenting realm. When I'm helping my children navigate from one grade to the next and dealing with different personalities and hurt feelings and joyful feelings, as a parent, I learned so many navigational tools. I learned how to respond, to children, and you don't want them to see that you're disappointed, but you want to respond right. There's so many different things, so many different ways that you can go. So this workbook, in closing, is not to get you overwhelmed. Is to gently sit you down and you answer them. And you're going to be able to answer them because it's going to roll off, because it's based off of you. It's based off of your lived experience. It's based off of your knowledge. And so that's why I started this with, you are the expert. You're the expert. You know yourself better than anyone else. You know what you've been through better than anyone else, right? So click the link in the video description, head over there, get the workbook. You're going to get a workbook that's going to take you through these steps. Then you're going to get the completed worksheet that I used. I used the workbook myself. I answered the questions myself. And I want you to see how I answered it, not so that you can do it yourself, because remember, we're unique. We have our own perspective, our own way of doing things. But I want to share with you my completed worksheet on how I arrived at creating the digital product, how to turn your knowledge, how to turn what you know into a digital product, right? Yes. So you're going to get that. And then just gently, I have about a 10-minute video to share with you kind of what my Google Docs look like, how I created that, downloaded it as a PDF, how I went over to Canva and created a simple image, a simple cover page, and then how I went over to the digital store that I'm using and how I just gently uploaded the files. I uploaded the cover image, I priced it, I put the title on it, I came up with a description, right? And the product is live now. You can click on the link and the product is live. We do use, there's a component in there where we use AI, but AI is not the creator. You are. AI is your assistant. AI helps you put things in order, and you ask AI, is this flowing? Things of that nature. But all of the information is yours. And you're going to see that based off the workbook. AI can't come up with those answers because you have to answer them. You have to answer them. So it's an intricate detail, but it's not a overwhelming process at all. I was able to create the ebook and the workbook. So I'm very excited about this. So you're the expert. And these are the things, some of the things that the workbook will reveal for you. So just click the link in the video description and have at it. Many blessings, my friend.